This is Grisha for Figma Plugin, and in today's video I will show how to create email template design system for Balenciaga brand. This is our final result. We're going to create these emails, then create components for these emails, and export HTML email templates with Marco Email Generator Figma plugin. And by the end of the video I will show how these emails, how our result will be look on different email clients such as Legacy Outlook, Gmail, and Apple. So let's get started. So these are three emails. It's our final result. Let's see how it works in plugin. To do so, let's run the plugin and see how it works. As you can see, it's a mobile ready HTML email template which you can export as HTML file. So let's recreate this template from each section from this template. And let's start with header. Let's start creating a new empty frame with 600 pixels width. You can create a frame by clicking on this icon or with using KF. So I create a new frame. Let's call it header. Then let's add a logo. It's just an image. Place logo on the middle of this new frame. Then, important thing, transform this frame into auto layout frame. To do so, simply select a frame, then go to the right sidebar and click on this icon. When you click on this icon, on the right sidebar, Figma transformed your frame into auto layout. Then you have to adjust some auto layout settings in the right sidebar. So let's set center alignment for our image and update some spacing. And let's set fixed width for the image, because logo should have fixed size. So it's a header. And as a last step, let's add a stroke as our example. The next component, it's a subheader. Let's create a new frame, rename it, and transform to auto layout. And then prepare your text and put it into your frame. So I set width as our template, then set center alignment for text and update some spacing, vertical spacing, and add stroke. And for the text, I'd recommend to add fill container. If you add fill container for your text, all text will take all available space of your frame. And here on the right sidebar, you can update your paddings for the text. Now it's an image. It's simply a frame without auto layout with the image on background. The next step, let's create this block with text with button. So create a new frame. Then copy text into this frame. Transform this frame to auto layout. Update auto layout settings. Set fill container for the text and set width 600 pixels and add stroke. Next, let's create a new button. Button is simply a frame. There are a couple of ways how you can insert button in your template. The easiest way to insert a button is to use some button from ready-made components from template. To do so, you can simply drag and drop some ready-made template here, and then copy paste button to your design. To make button and text vertical alignment, you can change it on the auto layout settings here. Next, let's update some color and text styles. Change some text. And let's make a button a little wider. Like so. To add link to your button, you can simply run the plugin, select your button, then switch to properties section, and here you can simply insert any link that you want for your button. The next step is to add this grid with 2 items. To do so, let's duplicate our photos. It's just an images with a 300 width and strokes. To transform it into a grid, simply select both images, then click Shift A. When you click Shift A, Figma wraps all your content with auto layout settings. So, and let's add fill container settings for images, and see how it works in the plugin preview. It has mobile ready alignment. If you want these frames to be stacked one above each other, you can simply select a frame, then select a parent frame which contains all these buttons, all these images, then in the plugin, switch to the properties section, switch to the frame, and here simply on the layout block, switch cards thing. And now if you preview this block, as you can see, images will go in another direction in mobile version. So to create this button block, you simply can duplicate our existing block and duplicate the button, then update some auto layout settings, and then duplicate an image. And let's create this block with 2 columns. Let's prepare our text objects. It's simple text items. Then let's create a frame for the left column and frame for the right column. To do so, select all these links, then Shift A, and then update some spacing and background color. Now you have 2 columns. Let's wrap it to an auto layout container. To do so, select, then Shift A. Then let's set fill container width for both columns and set width for these 2 blocks and add some strokes too. So let's run the plugin and see how it works. As you can see, image now 2 containers alignment vertically. This is because parent container has these settings. Let's change it to top center, then update layout. Now you can see it alignment on top. And now let's add mobile alignment. To do so, you can, as our example with 2 images, you can select a parent frame, then run the plugin and switch layout cards option here. And now it works like so, and you can easily update it for mobile version. To create a footer, let's create a new empty frame. Transform to auto layout, then put text inside this frame. Switch frame back to vertical alignment, and now text goes vertically. Update some settings. Set fill container for text. It's important for mobile version. And then let's create this block with icons. So there are 4 images. Let's wrap it into auto layout frame. To do so, select all of them, Shift A, select middle alignment. And now you can see that we can simply add this frame to our footer. And as a last step, let's add center alignment for all objects inside the footer. Now you can see that we have icons, text, and text. So let's add stroke. And if you want to add link to your social icons, you can simply select an icon, then go to the properties section and insert your link here. So this is our templates. Let's transform it to components. To do so, select all components, then on the right sidebar, create multiply components. Then you can add these components to the plugin. To do so, you can simply select component, then click on the plus icon, like so. And after this, you can build your own templates using your existing components. For example, you want to create a new template, click on plus icon, then you can simply drag and drop components from your library to the template. And footer. Now let's try to preview template and see how it works. This is how it works. All links. Now let's see how it works in real inboxes after testing. So this is our final result in real inboxes. As you can see, even on all versions of Outlook, it looks fine. All spaces and buttons, but corner radius and text, fonts and strokes looks good. Thank you for watching. All links to the plugin, to the file, will be in the description. I hope it will help you to build cool emails. Thank you.